that's right from ShiGig coming at you. So Bushiroad decided to grace us with more support for Shadow Paladin witches and Genesis witches. So yes, in set 4, we will have Shadow Paladin and Genesis witch support. So the first witch that we've got so far is Witch of Treasured Books Aedra. Knowing we did just get a new witch crit for Shadow Paladin last set in set 3, this is actually going to be pretty good because we don't have the promo yet in English for witches, which allows you to switch when your opponent's rearguards to a grade 0 with the top 5 cards of their deck, being a count +1 when it hits. But we do now got this card, which is during your turn, if you have a Vanguard with witch in its card name, and the number of grade 0 rearguards your opponent has is 2 or more, this unit gets 2,000. So it's 11k, as long as your opponent has 2 or more and it's continuous. And it also gets auto rearguard when this unit's attack hits a Vanguard, counter-charge 1, soul charge 1. So this allows you to keep getting that soul so you can keep using your other rearguard effects, and allows you to unflip, so that's pretty nice. With the ability to unflip, allows you to keep using either Fiona skill or more. Allows you to count less for any other things you need to. So it's pretty good. It's 11k, especially when you're minusing your opponent's Vanguard. That means a lot, because if you minus it like 10k, there'll be a 11k. I mean 1k base. So that'll be a 15k guard, which is attacking with this card. So that's really good. So it's pretty good support. We do need that. Other than that, I would don't think they really need another grade 3 for Shadow Paladin because they have Rias and Fiona and they're pretty good. As for other support, I guess grade 1s would be better. Maybe a grade 1 that it's a little bit better than the one that when you sack you can retire one witch unit and minus your opponent's 5k, or something better than that. Probably something like 7k that doesn't have to, maybe it still retires, but just a little bit better consistent, I guess. Because this deck does not pump out a lot of units very easily. It messes up your opponent's field, but unlike the other Shadow Paladin decks, you can't superior call with it unless you're playing Maka. But I wouldn't be playing Maka in this deck when you do need the witches. So that's one thing. Because you do need to Soul Blast witches, stuff like that. And then we have Witch of Whitehair's Cardamon for Genesis witches. Funny thing, the text is fluffy fluffy. The other text here was nothing too interesting, but too funny. But her effect is count +1 when this unit is put into the drop zone from your soul. If you have a Vanguard with witch in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, call this unit to rearguard, and this unit gets power plus 2,000 until end of turn. So it becomes 11k. That's pretty nice. Maybe if you didn't have rearguards, but this is kind of like Witch of Birds or Witch of Ravens, whichever translation you're looking at for OCG and TCG, because I think they changed the names. Thus, it has the same thing as her effect. Pretty much the only major bonus is that it's 2,000. Witch of Ravens was... Let me see if it's here. Nope, they don't have a copy of it, but it has the same effect but never gained the 2,000, so this is pretty nice. I can see playing 3 or 4 of this, but I don't know if I'm going to put 2 of... I don't know if I'm going to put like this card and Witch of Ravens or Witch of Birds into the deck, because you do need the Legion Maid, and you do need the 12k attackers, you do need the Legionade for Fennel. So right now, what I'm hoping for this is to actually see a grade 3 support. We do definitely need some stride support for both Shadow Paladin witches and Genesis witches. So we need to, I would like to see that, some stride support for it. Other than that, I guess the deck could use a little bit more support for Genesis witches more, because it's not as powerful as the Shadow Paladin witches is. Well, this one, it's mostly gain a bunch of attack power, because Mint would gain a 10k and give 5k to your front row continuously, so you can do attack combos and stuff like that. But as for this, I think it needs to have just a little bit more support, I guess, for as combos. The deck mostly is just a power deck, so you can run 12 grid. We need something better than a Fennel for grade 3, because of the fact that it only works when you turn your Legion. Doesn't have anything that keeps using its effect over and over again. Like Mint. Mint is perfect for the deck because it does do a lot of rush, and it can get you a big power boost. But it does need to have a better backup grade 3 than Fennel. So that's pretty much what I'm hoping to see if we do see more Genesis support for witches that's besides this card. It's still a really good card. I think it's definitely worth replacing birds, Witch of Birds or Witch of Ravens, whichever translation again. It's still pretty good, so it's pretty nice. It gains at 2k, so it does have the 11k base. So even if you just called this in the column by itself, when you Soul Blast it, to either get multiple attacks or to get rearguards, that'll be pretty nice. So that way you can, if you combine it with Mint, it'll be at least a 16k base when you call it. So this is Zetsu saying, now tell me what you guys think in the comments below. What do you want for Chao Paladin support for witches and Genesis support for witches? What do you want to see in terms of support for the deck? Maybe grade 3 units, grade 2, grade 1, or maybe even more stride support for it. This is Zetsu signing out. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.